Good afternoon. We would like to introduce you an article on the impact of fuel delivery logistics on the costs of thermal energy on the example of biofuel boilers in Ukraine. One of the important directions for achieving the goals of sustainable development and decarbonization is to increase the share of biofuels, including in heat supply systems. Biomass is a renewable local fuel that, if used sustainably, is a virtually inexhaustible source of energy. The main types of fuel for such heating equipments are anthracite, peat, wood, wood pellets, sunflower husk pellets, straw briquettes, and wood chips. Boilers for biofuels are usually projected on the thermal capacity of not more than 1 megawatt, because a higher capacity significantly complicates their operation. The logistical component also makes a significant and sometimes decisive contribution. Transportation of biofuel over long distances leads to high freight costs, as well as costs for handling operations, which significantly increases the final cost of fuel. Thus, the aim of this study is to investigate the impact of delivery of biofuel on the costs of thermal energy, which will develop practical recommendations for the use of remote sources of biofuels for low-power solid fuel boilers. The profitability of a boiler plant depends on a well-functioning logistical system. After all, delivery requires certain costs, and if this process is not optimized, these costs can be too high. It is important to ensure full protection of fuel, especially pellets, from moisture, precipitation, and other damages during transportation. Therefore, the best option will be closed bodies, hoppers, wagons. The use of fuel pellets or granules was chosen for analysis only in this article. Pellets for solid fuel boilers can be loaded in bulk, in big bags, in bags of different volumes. Bulk delivery of pellets is used in most European countries, which allows significant savings on packaging and loading and unloading operations. The choice of specific transport for delivery of solid biofuel depends on the location of the consumer. Let's take a look at several options. River and sea transportation is an inexpensive way to transport biofuel over long distances. Trucks is one of the most expensive but also the most flexible method of delivery. This type of transport is used if you need to deliver pellets for a relatively short distance. The best option is transportation under a few hundred kilometers. Rail transportation is the best option for transporting large amounts of biofuel to industrial consumers, who usually have rail infrastructure such as sidings, shunting locomotives, hoppers, unloading devices, etc. Let's look at how the process of biofuel delivery is organized in Germany and Austria. The specialized truck equipment with a pneumatic unloader is used in most cases. For the transportation of pellets, the tank is divided into 4 chambers, so it can be unloaded at different locations at different consumers. When delivery of solid biofuel is required, the vehicle loads the chambers. The pellets are fed by a conveyor belt, and the unloading process is not complicated. The machine has a hose that connects to the pellet storage unit. The driver of the vehicle, with the help of the control panels, starts the compressor. The average pressure of the compressor reaches a mark of half a bar. Such pressure is enough to pump over a hose of up to 400 kilograms of pellets in a minute. Pellets and briquettes are commonly used in the Ukrainian market. They are made from different raw materials. Delivery can be carried out indirectly from the manufacturer's warehouse as well as from the industrial warehouse. Of course, delivery from the manufacturer's warehouse without reloading is better, since the reloading of pellets does not improve their quality and the conditions of storage in the secondary warehouse may not meet the requirements. In this work, we will consider biofuel in the form of pellets, which are packed in a trolley of 1 ton. The volume of the package is 1.54 cubic meters. There is a strong trade in environmentally friendly materials, including wood pellets. Ukraine is one of the powerful exporters, which until recently carried out transportation mainly through the port of Odessa. However, in this paper, the authors have chosen to determine the value of supply logistics within Ukraine. Calculations were made for three distances: 100, 300, and 500 kilometers. Such distances are selected as averages within different types of administrative units of Ukraine, within one district, one region, and between regions. For economic efficiency comparison of heating projects with different biomass type boilers, we chose the method of levelized cost of heat, which is used by many organizations including the International Energy Agency. The use of levelized cost of heat makes it possible to specify prospective heat generation technologies for implementation. This in turn is needed for forecasting the structure of fuel and energy consumption for heating systems. For a more accurate calculation of levelized cost of heat, it is also necessary to take into account the cost of delivery of biofuels. Therefore, it is proposed to calculate the average cost of thermal energy for the life cycle, taking into account the delivery logistics. The calculations are done by the expression on the slide. On this slide, you can see the results of our calculations. The results show that under the condition of pellets transportation for 500 kilometers, the cost of heat increases by 13 to 20%. The minimum value is for boilers burning sunflower husk pellets. The maximum is for boilers burning straw pellets. The high cost of gas encourages the use of other sources for heat supply, including using biofuels more widely. Wood pellets are 20 to 30% more expensive than other pellets, but have the lowest calorific value. The highest cost has heat produced from wood pellets, an average of 20% more expensive. Taking into account the cost of logistics does not change this. Heat produced from wood pellets remains 20% more expensive. Even with pellet delivery over 500 kilometers, the levelized cost of heat will be lower for boilers turning sunflower husk pellets and straw pellets compared to wood pellets and no shipping charges. Thank you for your attention. We are happy to answer any questions you have.